Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In the previous video, we have completed sign up and verify email part of this project. If you have not seen that video, just go to description and check out the link. In this video, we are going to work on the login part. So let us start with that. Let's go to the code and here we have to first go to the auth services. So just search auth service and inside this one if you see, right, we have already created this file. You can see in the shared folder we have services, and inside this we have auth services. We have already write few line of the code in this one, and here first I'm going to create few over here. So like private current user subject. So I want to hold the informations of user who logged in. So for that we are maintaining this one, and it will just hold the user information whoever logged in, and initial value we are going to provide it to null, like okay, so here we have to write behavior subject, this one, and should be any type, and by default the value will be null. So you can see the error is gone. Now we are going to expose a object current user, then dollar, and this dot current subject, this one dot as observed. So anything change or update on this one we have to do. After that we have to write a code method which is related to the login. So login, and is in this one login data will be there, so make it as any type, and in this one basically you have to like return the this dot http, and it should be of post method, and similar way this dot API URL, and then plus slash login, and then we have to pass the login data. And once a user logged in successfully, right, I want to do some operations, like I want to call a method so that is responsible to set the current user. So for that I'm using pipe, and in this pipe I'm going to use a tap, and okay, this need to import to rxjx. So you can see, right, behavioral subject as well as this one we have imported from this place. Now scroll back over here, tap, and then response, and if response, then we are going to call a method name. So let's create a method first. So handle auth success, and auth data any, and here just close this, and inside this one we are going to call this method. So this dot handle auth one, and in this one response we are going to just pass it over here, and yeah, so this is the login method, we have to write it. Now let's go to the handle auth service. So if auth data exists dot token, it contains the token, right? So set it to the local storage. So whenever login successfully, then we'll get a token, right? So the token I want to store in the local storage. So I will just call this method. It is responsible to set in the local storage. Set item, and here the token, and the value auth data dot token we have to pass, and save this. And then I also want to set current user, or in this particular object, right, subject one, this one I want to pass it. So here first, before that, outside of this one, let's create a method. So set current user type any, or it could be null, and this one, this dot current subject, this one dot next, and then we'll pass the user object in this one, so it will hold it. And over here inside this handle auth success, this dot set current user, and we just pass the auth data, so it will hold the auth data object in this one. And let's say I want to get the this information, right? So we also need to create a method. So get current user, and return this dot current subject, dot value. Okay, and after that, few more methods we want to create. Here we have to create. So let's say we want to get a token, right? So the token is stored in the local storage. So for that we have to create a method. So it could be of type string or it could be null, and return local storage dot get item, and in this one we're just fetching the token. And one more method, a few more methods we have to write. So is logged in, and it should be of a boolean type, and it will just check, okay, so the token exists or not. So return double not this dot get token, this one. So basically double this not going to ensure that it will return the strictly that boolean value. So that's why we have added in this way. And then we have a redirect r- based on role. So basically, let's say I'm a user, right, and I'm gonna log in as an admin, or let's say I'm a normal user, so I'm going to log in as a user, and it will go to the user page, and I'm trying to access the admin page, right? So it should not automatically redirect to those pages, so it should be go on the page where expected. So that's why redirect based on the URL we are going to use it, and the const target URL, and this dot is admin. Okay, is admin. Okay, one more method we have to create it. So let's create is admin, and it should be of a boolean type, and const user, and this dot get current user, this one, and return user question mark dot role is equals to triple equals to in capital admin. So if admin exists in the rule, then it basically return the true. If not, then it will return false. So we call this method, and in this one basically I'm going to check if the role is admin, so I will route to the admin page, else we are going to route him the home page, so that particular user. And after that, this dot router. Okay, we don't have router, so just go to the constructor over here, comma private router, and here we have to just import the router, and scroll back over here, and router dot navigate, and parentheses, then square bracket and targeted URL, and just save this. And one more method here we need to write, which is to resend email, like on the login page. Let's say users are there whose email does not verified, right? So in that case we want to show an option so that user can resend a mail. So for that we have to call a API, so that's why we are writing this method verification email. And in this one I'm just expecting an email of a string type, and this, okay, return this dot http dot post this dot API URL plus slash resend verification, and comma, and in this one just we pass as a email, put semicolon, save this. Okay, so we have all these methods are created. Now it's time to go to the login page. So let's go to the login.ts file in this one, and here we have to write hide first, like the password field I want to hide or show. So hide is equals to true, first variable which you have created, and login form, not this one, form group, and then we have a loading which is set to be false by default, and there's a one variable which is to show the recent link or not to the user. So for that we are maintaining it, so show recent link is equals to false, And then we are going to create a variable that will hold the email address that we can pass it to the different or the show recent password. We have to just pass that email address. So I'm just creating a variable. So constructor over here, and we have to import like few like form builder. This is the first thing, form builder, and then private auth service, auth service this one, and then private, so router, then router this one, and notification we have to show, so notification, and it should be a notification service this one. And in this curly bracket we have to write the form, so login form equals this dot fb dot group, and in this one email will be the first one, and the same way we are going to add it over here. So validators, like validators dot required, and validators dot email will be there. And after that we have password, so password, and we are not going to do any other validation just other than required field, validation dot required. And over here we have to just put the semicolon, and after that we also need to implement in on it, so implements on in it, and here outside of this constructor just below ng on in it we have to just write like this. And here we have to just check, okay, if this dot auth services is logged in, okay, if users is logged in, it means that in the local storage we have a token. In that case the auth services is responsible to redirect based on role. So if logged in user as admin, so it will redirect to the admin page. If normal user, then it will route to the home page. So that's the way we have to write the code. And yeah, so after that we have to go to the right, like submit code, so submit. And in this one this dot loading is equals to true. After that const and form data, and this dot login form dot value, and then we have to just get const auth data, and here we have to just pass like email and form data dot email, and still here over here also we are going to trim it and make it as to lowercase to lower case, and password will be form data dot password, and just put semicolon over here, and this dot auth services dot login, and here we have to pass the auth data dot subscribe, and then we have to put this curly parenthesis, then we have to put the curly bracket, and over here we have to put the next, and in this one basically we have to write response any type, and over here this dot loading, so loading I just want to make it as false, and I want this dot auth service dot redirect base rule which we have created, so that as per rule it will route to that particular page. And if we have any error, so this will be a little bit different compared to others, because let's say we are getting a error that okay, your verification email is not working or having error, so we get some 403 401 errors, right? So in that case I want to show some error, or also want to show recent email link, so that conditions we have to handle it in the error one, so error. And in this one this dot I want to loading make it as false because our API call is completed, and then we have to pass a default message or the error which we are getting, so error question mark dot error or Here, login failed. Please check your credentials. Please check your CLs. So this is the message we are going to show it if we did not get error. And here, if error dot status is equals to 403 and error message to lowercase also includes verify. In that case, we have to show the recent link to true, and this dot user email variable which you have created locally. So this dot login form dot value dot email, we have to pass it to that one. Else condition, we are going to set this dot show recent make link to false, and at the end we want to notify the user. So this dot notification dot error, and then error message we have to pass it. And if you want to print in the console, so just print console dot error, sorry, not this one, console dot error, and login error, or comma and err, and put semicolon. And yeah, so this is the submit method. We have to write the code, and then we have to write the code related to resend verification code. So this is the method we have to create, and if this dot user email is not there, just notify, please enter your email address. But this will be not a case, so but still, just to add an extra check, we have added this. Please enter your email address, and just return over here. And after that, this dot show recent link to the false, and this dot loading is true, and this dot auth services dot resend verification email, this one. And in this one we have to pass the user email address, and then we have to subscribe to it. And okay, so it's showing, okay, 2 times we have just added this one, clear this. Okay, and in this one, response, sorry, not response, next, then we have to write response of any type. And over here, this dot loading is equals to false, and this dot notification dot success, and with response dot message if we have anything, and else verification email sent, please check your inbox. So this is a message we will get it, right? And or else if any error occurs, so just need to show the error. So error, and error over here, and this dot loading false. And over here I think we can import this service, uh, not this one, private error handler service, right? Error handler service. So error handle service, this one, and I will just use this one. So over here, this dot error handler dot handle, and then we are going to pass the error, and then whatever the message I want to send it whenever we have an issue. So failed to send verification email, please try again. So just save this. And also like from this login page, we have options to route to the forget password, right? So I'm going to create a forgot path, and right now the path does not exist, but I'm just going to add it right now. So router dot navigate, and over here slash forgot dash password, and put semicolon over here and save this. And whenever we click on forget button, so it will throw error, so we'll add a page later, but for now we are good. Now let's go to the login.html part, and let's remove this one, and we can copy paste some code from the sign up page. So let's copy this part of the code and go back to the over here, paste it over here, and let's close the div and format this, and just change here sign up to auth page. This background will be remain same, login icon, pulse screen. After that, we have inside this div or auth page div, we have to create a mat card, and the mat card we have to pass the class auth card, and the appearance will be outline line, this one. And inside this one we have to just write h1, and then we have to write sign in, and then we have to create a form. So form group, and then we have to pass login form, and then we have to write ng submit, and submit this one, and class outside of this class form, and close this. After that we have this field, right? Mat form field. So on sign up we also have the same field, right? We can copy paste it from there. So this is the field, right? Not this one, this one. So this will be exactly same. So from the signup.html we can copy paste over here. So just go back and paste it over here and format this and save this. Now if I go to the, okay, it's showing some kind of, okay, this is a sign up form, right? That, and we are using login form, so that need to be changed. So just change it to the login form, and yeah, error is gone. Now if I go to the UI, if I go to the back to the sign in, okay, it's showing quite weird because might be we did not add it. Okay, so in the description I have already provided the CSS. Just copy paste it over here, just save this. After that you can see it has been changed to as expected. You can see right now it's look good, right? It is exactly same as shown in the quick overview video, so you can refer to this. And now we have to go back to the code over here to the HTML part of this one. And in this one, after the form is created, which is related to field, the next field is related to the password. So password field also we can copy it from sign up page. So if I scroll down a little bit, you can see this is the password field we have, right? So just copy paste this one, and we have to just change few variables name in the same way we have did it for the email field. So this is login, and the name of the field is password, right? So this is the password field. So first this will be password, and the form controller name will be password. So this is correct. And here hide password, we are using the hide. So just you can change it to hide over here, and this place also, and on this form, this too, we have to just change this to login form, and we don't need this one because we are not adding this validation. So remove this part, and visibility on off will be there, and other things will be remain same, right? So let's verify once again. So the password and hide password, we have to show the text password field, and then we have to lock icon, we have to show mat icon suffix button hide. Yeah, it looks good. And then mat icon hide visibility on off, and then we have to showing a validation. Now let's get back over here. Now you can see, right? it's throwing the error if we don't enter anything, right? So if I write not a valid, it also throwing the error. If I write something value, I can view and hide it. Now get back over here, not this page, this page, and form field is ready for us. Now we have to create few buttons over here. So inside this form itself, we have to create two buttons. So button type, on this should be a type button, and whenever okay, so first button should be of not type button, so it should be a submit, right? So flat button class sign in dash in btn of type submit, and it should be disabled if loading, and not loading, sorry, login form dot valid. And so whenever it's like loading, so we have to show a different text, and whenever if the button is enabled, so we have to show the different one. So loading question mark, so here we have to show signing in dot dot dot, and if it's not loading, so sign in button we will show the option. After that, two more buttons we have to add it over here. So one button is to resend email address, so it will visible whenever there's a conditions check enables, so we'll verify those scenarios. So button and class link btn and resend this one, and we have to show ng if show resend link. So this is the variable which we have created in the ds, you can verify that. And on click we have to call a method, so resend verification. So this is method will be called over here, and inside we have to just pass the text. So resend uh, verification email will be there. And after that, the next button is to like forget password. So this dot button and class link btn and forgot, and on click basically click call this forgot method, so this one, and let's close this forgot password question mark. And after forget password, the next is div class sign up and span new to pulse screen question mark, and then we are going to put a router link and slash sign up, and then class link and sign in up now. So just save this. If I go to the UI, okay, it's showing some kind of forgot. Let's okay, we miss R over here, so just save this now, changing it, fix this one, and now you can see error is gone. I can see the login page and sign form and everything, right? So let me do one thing. Let's first sign up so that I can show you the recent mail one. So sign up. Okay, I think we already have a button, so we can you refer to that. Test user one, and I'm going to enter the email address. So let's say I'm going to paste the email address and 1123. So I'm just going to change and mail this one, and I'm going to enter the password, and so I'm just creating an account and it will trigger a mail over here. So we have to wait for showing the message. So we got it, and now we also get the mail over here. Now I will try with the same password and email address. So I'm just going to change it 3, and I'm going to enter 1 2 3 4 5 6. So if I try to sign in, we are getting an error message. Please verify your email address before login. Check your inbox. So you can see, right, if I click on resend mail, so it will again send a new mail to us. So let's check and see. Here we are expecting to get one more mail. You can see here the token will be changed this time. Okay, right? These are our token is changed now. If I try with the first one, it should throw error. If I try with the second one, it should work. See? Yeah. Because the first, whenever you trigger a new verification email, the first one which are sent, that will be not gonna work. So you have to go with the latest one. If I click on sign in, so it will store the token, try to route to the page of admin or other pages, but those page does not exist. So it will again jump us to the landing page of the application. So I don't want to do that. So just let's implement or create some folder related to our path of other home page and admin page. So let's work on that. Then we will test the login functionality again. Okay. And for now, let's go to the a shared folder. So in this shared folder, we have to create a new folder. Right click, new folder, and in this one, we have to like guard or guard. We have to create. So just write guard. There could be a multiple guard, so just change it to guards. Just add a s at the end, and right click, open integrated terminal, and here we are going to generate ng generate guard, and here I have to enter auth, and it will create two files in this folder. And in the same way, we are going to create a guard for admin. Okay, can activate. So yes, I want a can activate one. You can delete the spec file, and also I want to generate it for admin. So just press enter, and it will generate yes, can activate yes. So you can see these two files has been created. Now we have to go to the guard of auth guard, and in this one basically we have to returning true here. So just remove it from here for now, and it will throw error, so don't worry about that. So auth service, this one, and inject, we have to import this one from Angular core, and we are injecting the auth service, and const router and inject, and router we also need to import this one, and we want to check okay, this auth service, basically we have a method is logged in, right? So it just check that okay, we have a token or not. If token exists, it says that okay, return the true, allow users to route to that particular page, so return true. If token does not exist, so router dot navigate to the login page. Okay, so here slash login, and then we have to return false. Okay, and now let's copy this line of the codes, exactly this one, and go to the admin card and just remove it over here and paste it over here, and just format this, and here we have to just change few line of the code. Okay, this need to be import, right? So here inject this one, auth service, router. Now error is gone. We have to just import these things, and then we have to just add one more over here. So and auth service is admin. If it is admin, then we have to pass return the true, else. And in this case, we have to navigate users to the home page. So let's say on admin module, someone wants to route it. So we have to verify, okay, user is logged in. If it is logged in, and if user has admin role, then only allow to the route to that page. Else route it to home page, because if that user have the might be the token. So that's why we have added this auth card service. So now it's time to create a component. Before that, let's create a user folder. So inside app, right click, new folder, just make it as a user folder, and right click, open integrated terminal in that folder, and ng generate component, and here we have to just enter home, and it will component is created inside the user. You can see here. Now we have to go to the app routing module, over here, and in this basically we have to just add a path, not two times path, and over here home, then component, and it should be home, right? And now I will show you why this home component and this can activate is required. Let's say here I just enter home, right? So I will be able to route to this particular page, and I want to add a validation that okay, if user have the token in the local storage, then only we should route to this particular page. So that's why we can add here comma can activate, this one can activate, and then we have to pass the guard. So auth guard I want to verify, so it will just check. Okay, so you can see, right, automatically I route to this page, home page, right? So if I again, you can see automatically we are not able to route to the home page, right? So let's try uh, with the email address and try to log in. After that only we are able to route to that particular page. Let's try with this 1 2 3 4 5 6. I'm going to click on this one. Now I'm able to route to this page. If I try to go to the login page, I will not able to do it, because once we have the token, we are not able to go back to the login page. Once I remove the token from here, then we are able to go to the login page. So I am expecting that you already aware about the dev tools we have, and from here how to go to the local storage, how to see the network calls and everything. Okay, so we are at home page. So let me clear the local storage so that we can do more validations and everything on this. So let's clear this, and let's try to refresh this. You can see I am route to the login page. If I try to go to the home page again, I will not able to do that. Okay, so the route guard is working as expected. Now it's time to generate a module. So let's close this. Let's open a new terminal, and we are going to generate a module, basically ng generate module, and it should be admin module dash dash routing. I also want routing related to that module, and it will gonna create a folder inside this one. You can see here admin modules is created with the routing. Okay, fine. And app routing module, in this one I want to import that module, correct? So in this one basically I'm going to add a path. So and this will be path, and admin, and load children. So basically here I'm doing lazy loading. So initially whenever like users logged in and only user have admin module, then only this module get loaded, otherwise it will not loaded if a normal user gonna log in. So it will decrease the initial bundle size whenever page or application loads. Okay, now we have to write import, and then we have to app admin slash admin module, then m, and m dot admin module, and then we have to add can activate the guard, and then we have to add here admin guard which we have created, and then after this curly bracket just put a comma and just save this. If this one is not exist, right, then we are able to route to the admin. Let's try that. Let's see what happens. Admin, no, we don't have anything. We are not have anything to show on the admin, so that's why it is routing us to blank page, because admin the path does not have anything to show. So yeah, this is blank, which will be getting it right now. Okay, this is expected behavior. If I route to this one, let's say activate this route, sorry, guard. In that case, see, I will try to enter the admin. I'm directly going to route to the login page. Now let's try with the one of the admin account what I have, and let's see what will be the expected behavior if we are able to route to or not. So at the rate example.com admin 123 it, and let me try with this. See, you can see now I'm able to route to this particular place because our guard is working as expected. If I clear the local storage, then only I will able to route to the login page, else no, not able to do that. If I refresh it, it automatically threw us to the login page because we don't have any token. So it is working as expected. So now we have to also create an interceptor. So interceptor is basically used. So like we are going to call multiple APIs to the backend, right? And every time we have to put a token on the header of the so that in the backend whenever request goes, so you can get the token from the header and validate, okay, it is coming from expected place or not. And if it is correct request, then it will allow us and serve the request. Otherwise it will deny it. So that's why we have to create an interceptor, those who always intercept the request, and put the token on the header. So for that we have to create a folder first. So let's go to the shared, because it will be a shared component. And inside shared we are going to create a new folder, and here we have to write interceptors. And here right click, open integrated terminal, and here we have to write ng generate interceptor and auth interceptor we have to write, and it will generate a interceptor over here, so you can see. So just extend it, go to the auth interceptor in this file, and in this one basically we are going to get first const token. We are going to get the token from the local storage. So local storage get item and token, and if token exist and then like const clone request dot clone this one, and set headers this one, and then we are going to set authorization. Okay, let me put a semicolon over here in this one. Here authorization and here bearer, and then we have to pass the dollar and this like token over here. And in this way basically this authorization will be created, bearer, token, and the token will be passed. And next here we have to just change this to cloned, and if inside this one, okay, not outside, in this one basically we have to return next, and here we have to just write clone and put semicolon. And in the next we have to, and if you want you can put a console logs over here, but I just don't want to do that. So this will be basically whenever API call will be there, it will intercept and put a authorization variable inside that header and the token whatever it is inside that. And we also need to register this inside our app module. So we have to go to the app module. So app module.ts, inside we have provider HTTP this one, and in this one basically we have to register it. And over here we have to just write with interceptor this one, and in this one auth interceptor we have to call this one, and it will automatically call or intercept all the requests now. And one more thing, on the sign up page, remember we have to implement one small change, uh, like in the to do we have added it, right? So that you have to fix it. So here we have to just write a few line of the code. So just remove this to do, and over here we are going to just check, okay, if this dot auth service is logged in, and then this dot auth services dot redirect to base rule. And so now if the user is logged in, even you cannot go to the sign up page also, so you have to just add this validation. Okay, so yeah, this is all about login as well as guard interceptors, and yeah, or related to it. I hope you guys like this video, so please hit like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.